everyone, this is Donna from Hollywood, California. It's not just paint, it's all by Donna. And today is Friday with Friends. And I'm going to be doing a ocean scene on my, on a cutting board. We're going to call this a serving tray. This is for serving cheeses and meats. Now I'm going to turn you around. Let's see if I can turn you around and give you an idea of some of the paints that I'll be using today. Lucky for me, we were quick thinking and we put this fire out immediately. Those were not fire engines for me. But very easily they could have been. And that's how fast it can go from beautiful resin art to fire within seconds. I never thought that could happen here, but it did. I'll be giving you more information later on in the video about what happens here and some safety information too. Please stay tuned. I'm probably not going to be using some of them. I'll probably decide that as I go along. I do hope that you have seen Tiffany and Lance and Cindy before me. And I'm not sure if Nate is going to be after me today. But if he is, you'll see that down below. So without further ado, let me turn you around. Paint this tape all around. What I did was I did cover the area over here that has press and seal, and I have press and seal on the back also, and that is to keep out the resin from the spots that I don't want it. Now I'm not exactly sure what paints I'll be using here today. I think I'm going to decide this as I go along. But I do have out some titanium white by Golden and some iridescent pearl fine. I may probably be using that. I have some phthalo turquoise by Golden. Just show you a little photo of what we have out here. And I'll make my decision as I go along. There's my Crab Manna Blue. And I do have some shells out, and I have some sea glass also. As you see back there, that's my lei, which is something I have for graduation that I'm doing for my two granddaughters. But that's another day. I do have some sand also. I'm probably going to put some sand on this cutting board. So let's begin. I'm going to start with the resin. Okay, I have my resin already mixed here, and I do have a video where I show you how to mix resin, and I will link that down below in my description. Begin. So I'm going to put some resin in here. That's going to be for the darker color. And I'm going to try this phthalo turquoise, and this is by Golden. And I do want to make this a very dark color, so I put quite a few drops in there. And I'm going to mix this in. Okay, I do love the way that color is, so I'm going to leave that out there. And then I was going to try this little piggy for my second color. And if you're going to use a pigment, it's best to put your pigment in first. So that's what I'm going to do here. And this color is, let's see, this is taffy, this little piggy taffy. That's going to make a beautiful color. Okay, so that looks like a great second color. This is sea glass. Whoops. Okay. Okay, so we have 3 beautiful colors there. So normally at this time, I would be putting on some music and I would say, well, enjoy the music, and just watch, watch me put my piece together here. And I do want you to watch me put this together, all the beautiful colors, and I'll list everything up in the video here, and I'll put everything down below also. But I do want to take this time to give you a little information of how this happens, how that little fire started when I did this resin piece. I've done resin many times before, and I have never ever had a problem. And after this happened to me, I went back and I looked at, I think, 50 or 60 resin sites, channels on YouTube, and nowhere did I see anywhere listed. They give a whole slew of things listed in their description to buy, but nobody ever listed a fire extinguisher. The only place I found one sentence where it said, keep a fire extinguisher close, was Tammy Anderson, and that was on 3 out of her 5 videos in her resin site. So kudos to you, Tammy Anderson. Thank you. Really. That's one of the things we should have in our studios. And I did have one in my studio, but I did have it not close to my desk, and that was my fault. I was cleaning and it was in my way, and I put it in the closet, which is not where it belongs. And we ordered 2 new fire extinguishers, because actually the one that I had was quite large and it was a little old. So we ordered 2 new ones. But I also ordered this little spray aerosol one that I can keep right on my desk and hope that I never have to use it again. Now, why did I have to use that? Okay, I'm going to tell you why. I was walking away from this and I was going to go eat my lunch. And for some strange reason, and I have no idea why, I picked up my torch. And I went to torch this piece before I was going to eat my lunch. I normally do not torch after I'm done with a piece. I have no idea why I did that. This was like maybe 2 hours or an hour or so after I was done. I had some inks on my hands, and before that I took some alcohol and put it on a paper towel, and it kind of dumped over onto my onto the pad that I had on the table there. And there was a lot of alcohol that dumped out. It dumped out on me, it dumped out on the pad, and the paper towel. And I cleaned up my hands with the alcohol. Now, that is what caused the fire. It was the alcohol and the torch. When I quickly went to torch that alcohol that leaked onto the pad immediately caught fire. I also didn't have the aluminum tray that I normally have under my workspace, and that's another mystery today. I also did clean up underneath the wood panel because I did get some resin underneath that too. So this is something that I will never forget, and I want you to never forget. And that's the end of my story. This is the piece that was done. I was going to put another layer on after this and make some waves into it. Unfortunately, this is what happens. As you can see, it really, the flames, I didn't get pictures of those flames. The flames went up really high. This is after the fact. This actually, what you were seeing there, that smoke, was after the fact that we put that fire out. It was reigniting. So that's really scary, because that was reigniting and we didn't even see it. And shame on me for not having a fire extinguisher right next to me. That will not happen again. It's the next day and I still smell smoke in here, and I had my air cleaner running in here all night with the windows open. So just be careful. So here's the pictures of the extinguishers, but I'd like to leave you on a better note. And here's some cute little bird that my daughter took a picture of in Santa Monica. It was adorable. I think it's an egret. Really such a cutie. And these are some pictures, some ocean picture from Hawaii. So this was Friday with Friends this week. This is Donna from Hollywood, California, signing off. Don't forget, Nate Bright is next. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye now. Be safe out there.